Everybody turned against Diddy, including his son. Everybody saw how he did Kim Porter. Young Miami could vouch for it. She released the footage and everybody saw how she was inside of that mansion. She didn't think that she'd make it out of this. R.P. Kim Porter, R.P. Tupac. Tupac, he knew for a fact that he was doing this to Kim Porter. Kim Porter didn't deserve this. The way that Diddy treated all these people all the way down to Cassie, it led everybody to really thinking that Diddy, he had some secret stuff going on that people didn't really condone of. 50 Cent spoke out and he said that Snoop Dogg, he knew Tupac was finna pass away. Tupac didn't deserve to go out like that. R.P. Tupac. Tupac was the main one who basically tried to help everybody.
Can you only imagine being Kimora Simmons going looking for your best friend and sister and she's no longer there? Can you imagine walking into the house where you've had so many conversations? I really wonder what those conversations were about. When you have your best friend and your sister in your life, you tend to tell them everything. How much does Kimora Simmons actually know about everything that transpired between P. Diddy and Kim Porter? These questions lie unanswered at this point in time, but will Kimora come forward in hopes of finding justice for her friend?
Everybody knew that Kimora, she knew that Justin was doing this stuff up in these freak-offs. Everybody knew that this was Diddy's son. Everybody knew that Kim Porter's son was right there. He saw a few things. He didn't want to come forward because he knew that Diddy had all them mansions in his kid's name. People didn't want to really pay attention to that. But Russell Simmons, he flew right to Bali right before everything even transpired years ago because he knew that this was going to come down on Diddy. This is something that Snoop Dogg didn't think that this was going to eventually lead to Diddy getting in this situation. Snoop Dogg actually sat down with Diddy on this talk show, and y'all can go look it up and do your research yourself. Biggie Smalls, he was the main one. He was trying to put Diddy on, man. He was trying to help Diddy instantly build his legacy and make sure Diddy instantly keep his security intact. People saw how Gene Deal, he spoke out. He said that Diddy was going to instantly get taken out the game regardless of how he feel. And being locked up is totally different from being out here. Diddy going to instantly have to get trays sent to him. And everybody from New York know this. Everybody know for a fact, if you got to go to Rikers Island or if you got to go to any county jail, you going to have to suffer, especially if you got to check in the PC because it's not like he think it's going to be.
It's really sad, the reflection that is being put on Justin. It's like he groomed Justin to be just like him. He would send him out to find girls so that they could join in the freak-offs. He would have him right there by his side and doing everything that he does daily. It's like he created a little mini-me. But now, Justin is facing legal allegations. He has lawsuits coming up against him. He has allegations coming up against him. He's still a child. Metro Smollett is on the loose. Diddy rated footage leaked shows that Justin is involved in these situations. That's not going to look good in court for him.
I know for a fact that Kim Porter, if she was here right now, she'd be saying like, she'd be exposing everything all the way down to Michael Jackson and Cassie before Cassie even did the lawsuit. Remember, this just happened not too long ago. Michael Jackson and P. Diddy had close ties. No one thought that P. Diddy was going to have any involvement in what went on. According to the investigators, they stated that the forensic report, it had leaked footage that once they reviewed it, TMZ exposed everything. Suge Knight locked up right now behind something that he did that he knew for a fact that he could have avoided that, but he had to prove a point. They got it all on camera, and everybody knew for a fact that anything that went on in the mansions, it was going to get back to the people who instantly said that Diddy was doing this to these people. All these people included Kim Porter, Tupac, Cassie, and I would like to say RIP and send my hard-on condolences to these people because they should have never had to go through this or even had to endure such nonsense behind the acts of what Diddy wanted to do.
You know, Keefe D's tell-all book really should have been a nail in the coffin. How P. Diddy has managed to stay unscathed through that, I don't even understand. But celebrities have spoken out in little ways for years, pointing out the things that P. Diddy has done. If you really pay attention to the trail of it, the evidence is right in front of you. But they're so good at covering it up and, oh, this was just a party. Yeah, but what really happened at that party? Was it consensual? These situations really should never even happen. Parties evolve into things that become unsafe and people get hurt. Cassie suffered through so much mental abuse, physical abuse. He even had to fly her out at one point in time to go get her nose fixed from when he bashed her in the face in the yacht. Like, that's not a type of relationship somebody wants to endure and be in. They want to be loved, cherished, and happy. And then they'll give their all to a relationship naturally. You don't have to beat it out of somebody to give them true love or get true love from them. But this is P. Diddy in a nutshell. He uses force or he uses bribery with every action he takes.
TMZ bought the footage from TD Jakes of Kim Porter inside of that mansion right before she passed away. I would like to say RP Kim Porter, but most importantly, I would like to say RP Tupac because he tried to help her. He tried to save her. And a lot of people know that Tupac, he stepped out there for a lot of people. Tupac was one of the main ones who went out there to Las Vegas to have fun. Unfortunately, tragically, this had to happen to him. They said that they put this money out on Tupac and he didn't even know these people was after him. Diddy wrong for everything that he did. He shouldn't have never did this to Tupac. He bogus for what he did. Tupac needs justice for everything that went down. Everything that Tupac family ever thought that Tupac was going to accomplish, he did it. Diddy, he's a jealous person. He bogus for how he did this to these people. Gene Deal predicted the raid. He predicted that Tupac was going to get for that $1 million. This is why everybody looking at it like, hold on. The security bodyguard, he's been telling them this whole time. He told Biggie he need to get away from Diddy. This is why Biggie and Lil C's tried to instantly start their own thing with Lil Kim. I want everybody to know what they did to Michael Jackson, that's bogus because P. Diddy, he drug himself out there and put himself on the forefront for them to come at him like this. If he would have never did it, his name would have never got brought up in it. His son was the one who was holding the females down. Once he was holding the females down, they already said that he was the main one that was going in there. He saw everything that took place. TD Jakes was the main one who told Jermaine Jakes to stay up out of his parties. They saw everything on camera as soon as they pulled up. This is why Diddy's son, Sean Combs Jr., he told everybody like, man, y'all gonna come to the freak off and then y'all can't say nothing. Y'all gotta sign these NDAs. Next thing you know, everybody who signed them NDAs, they brought out and came out and said that they filed a lawsuit against Diddy because he forcefully did that. He had spike bottles on the left and the right side inside of those freak offs. They wasn't aware of what they was drinking or who they was around. Once they went into them rooms, they already knew what was going on upstairs in the master bedroom because you heard all the moving and the bumping and then it sounded like the chair was moving across the floor. I want everybody to know Kim Porter, she was left by herself. P. Diddy, he already sent the dude over there to check on her right before this even happened. So I want everybody to know Kim Porter was finna release something about P. Diddy that could have eventually led the investigation to happening earlier in time, a couple years ago. They've been having this trafficking probe investigation against Diddy for at least 2 to 3 to 4 years. Diddy is over with now. Diddy cooked. Diddy got to face everybody that he did something to. He bogus for doing this, man.